There's a trick being used on a lot of the songs on the top 100 charts right now, and you might not even realize it's being used. Before we get into the trick, my name is John with Sandscape Audio. We're a music production resource community, and we post content like this all the time, so make sure you're subscribed here. Also, after the video, feel free to check out sandscapeaudio.com for some of the resources that we have over there. All right, so the trick I'm talking about is introducing the main element of the song in the very beginning of the track. This could be a lead, a vocal chop, any kind of specific sound design, something that really stands out in the middle of the track that you want to put in the intro that's going to catch the listener and make them wonder, okay, when's this going to come up again? And like I said, this technique is used in a lot of the songs that are currently on the top 100 charts right now, and a lot of songs from the past. Some that I can think of right off the top of my head are Closer by the Chainsmokers, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Sorry by Justin Bieber, One Kiss by Calvin Harris, and the most recent one I can think of is Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. All of these tracks in some way introduce the main element of the song right in the intro. Sometimes it's a full 4 or 8 bar intro, other times it's just a little piece that they sneak in just to kind of tease it. Either way, I think this is a strong technique because there's a reason that's the most prominent part of the song. Usually it's the catchiest. So if you can hit the listener right in the beginning with the part that's supposed to be the catchiest, chances are they're going to stick around to hear more of the track. All right, so let's jump into Logic and see what we're working on today. So this is just a super simple kind of mellow hip hop type beat that I made. And I'm going to jump right into the drop chorus section and show you kind of what that main lead hook thing that I'm talking about is that we're going to use in this song today. All right, so if you haven't figured it out already, the element that I'm going to want to introduce in the beginning is going to be that main lead vocal chop. And this was just a vocal sample that I chopped up a little bit to get what you hear now. So I'm just going to run through. There's 3 elements. And all together, it sounds pretty nice. All right, so I already have it placed in the beginning here, and what I did is actually just use the first section or the first layer and not the second 2 layers that I had here. And that'll allow it to build when the chorus or the drop hits or whatever. I also have a lot of extra effects on here, and I have a high cut filter as well, right about 1600 hertz, and that kind of gives it like a little bit of a deeper sound, kind of sitting a little bit further back. And like I said, you just want to kind of tease it a little bit. You want to introduce it. Don't necessarily want to kind of give the whole thing away right in the beginning. So it's at a lower volume. It's got that high cut filter on it. So it's there. The listener can hear it, but it doesn't really hit as hard as it does in the chorus. And that allows us to kind of just introduce it. And then once the chorus comes up, then it's really there. The listener has already heard it. They know they like it. And it all works out. Another cool trick you can do with this is use automation to automate the filter. That way it kind of swells up right before it goes into the first verse. All right, let's hear what the intro sounds like building up and then going into that first verse. So there it is. We introduced the main element of the track right there in the beginning. Hopefully we caught the listener, and hopefully they keep listening. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe here. We post content like this all the time, so make sure you're following along and keeping up with what we're putting out. Also, feel free to head over to sandscapeaudio.com and check out some of the resources that we have over there. All right, y'all, that's it for this one. I will catch you in the next one.